This winter, it's time to get serious about your landscape business. Have you met Dan? He's a landscaper, and he pours his blood, sweat, and tears into his business. And you might just say that nobody in any other industry works harder for less reward. Dan had spent his entire career as a landscape owner, running on a little bit of hope and a lot of hard work. He didn't have real systems for making decisions or pricing his work based on numbers. Year to year, Dan got by making decisions on the fly and working that much harder than his competitors. But it didn't have to be that way. And Dan knew he wanted it to change. He didn't mind working hard, but he also knew that his business could be doing so much more with what they had. And Dan wanted a business that worked for him rather than the other way around. So he took matters into his own hands and got serious about getting his business working for him. In years past, Dan put anything and everything ahead of looking at his numbers. He wasn't sure if he trusted them, and he didn't quite know what to do with them anyway. After all, being a great contractor hasn't always meant running a great business. But in this new economy, that's all changing. To survive in today's world, you need to control your numbers, not let them control you. And to thrive in today's world, you need a lot more than a hope for profit. You need a plan for one. And that's exactly what this workshop is going to build for you. Brought to you by your local landscape association, in partnership with Caterpillar Equipment, your local Caterpillar dealer, and the Landscape Management Network, we present you with the opportunity of the season to spend the best 2 days you're ever going to spend working on your business. So what are you going to get in these 2 days? Well, it starts with a budget. Your plan for profit starts with your operating budget. And you're not just going to learn about budgeting. You're actually going to build an operating budget, specifically using your company's numbers, that you can put to use in your business the very next day. Just bring a few simple financial statements. We'll let you know which ones, and we'll take you step by step through creating the most powerful management tool you've ever used in your business, a profitable operating budget. Your budget is your company's plan for profit. It's your roadmap to success, telling you exactly how much you need to sell, how much productivity you need out of your field labor, and how to measure it, how much equipment you can afford, and how much you should be spending on overhead, and so much more. Your budget is going to help you make every major decision in your business a calculated decision, based on facts and figures instead of hopes and emotions. And from your budget, we'll help you build a pricing system. And not just anybody's pricing system, but a pricing system built specifically for your company, using your numbers and your plan for profit. When contractors talk about estimating, almost every conversation goes back to quantity takeoffs. But estimating hours and doing takeoffs is only half the battle. If you're not priced right, your quantities can be perfect, but you're costing your company sales when you're priced too high, or profit when you're priced too low. In this workshop, you'll learn exactly how your budget tells you how much your company needs to charge for its labor, equipment, materials, and subs to ensure that every estimate you put out the door covers your costs, your overhead, and the profit you need to earn. And we're going to walk you through costing and pricing your crews, trucks, equipment, materials, and subs so that you leave well prepared to start estimating for profit the very next day. With your company's pricing tuned to your budget, you'll have a repeatable pricing system that can be used by anyone in your company to price work consistently, accurately, and most of all, profitably. You'll also learn how to measure your company's efficiency. With your budget, we're going to show you, based on the numbers in your company, what you should be selling and compare it to what you're actually selling. Here, we calculate your efficiency rating. Everybody's company operates at something less than 100% efficiency, but many landscape owners are shocked to find out that the average landscape contractor operates at about 60% of their actual capacity. The biggest problem then for most landscape contractors isn't frugal customers or lowball competitors. The biggest problem is enormous unrealized capacity for better sales and productivity that gets wasted in downtime, mistakes, estimating errors, and poor planning. Using your budget, we're going to show you how to measure your company's capacity, how much you should be selling, and rate your efficiency. You'll see how your numbers stack up against industry benchmarks so you'll know where you're keeping up with the pack, where you're leading the pack, and where you need to make improvements. Year after year, you can measure and track this efficiency. And as you turn your company's waste into increased sales revenue, you're going to find that running your landscape business gets a whole lot more profitable and a whole lot more fun. And finally, we'll put it all together and discuss how simple systems designed for landscape businesses are going to reduce your waste and improve efficiency. We'll review systems that'll help improve the way that your company sells work, hires and develops superstar employees, tracks paperwork from the field to the office, job costs, projects and contracts, and a whole bunch more. And since it's taught by actual successful landscape contractors, the budgets, systems, tools, and experiences are all brought to you by people who are actually using them. This is not your accountant telling you how to build a budget. This workshop is about simple, field-proven methods designed for typical landscape owners, entrepreneurs who want to run a better business but who already have too many demands on their time. The systems will help you delegate work, reduce the stress of daily chaos, and give you the numbers and tools you need to make sure everything's going according to your plan for profit. So step out of your truck and into the boardroom and join us, your local landscape association and your local Caterpillar dealer, for the best 2 days that you've ever spent working on your business instead of in it.